Alright guys, welcome back to Link's Awakening DX. This is the finale. Let's get started and finish this game once and for all. It's time to end it. So let me head on down to the village. Because there's information I need in there. Not this way. I always get that mixed up. And that's a dead end. Let's make our way through the forest. Okay, we're almost there. I need to head inside that house that we've been passing by a lot, where these two kids are. That book up there would have given you information to the color dungeon, but this book is it. Yes, I want to read it. And you need the magnifying lens to read it. Passageway of the Egg is an easy one. It varies from game to game. It's not always going to be the same. So if you're playing along, it might not be this way. As for me, it's right 4 times and up 4 times. That's easy to remember. And now, before we actually head to the egg, we're going to go back inside the color dungeon and switch tunics. Just to show them off, and I kind of want a better defense when I'm going against the final. So let's us go to the graveyard. And inside the color dungeon once again. But luckily, since we already completed it, we don't have to do much. There it is. Alright, I'm keeping my eye on the leader. Huzzah! Alright, and the pattern should be the same. And that ain't right. I think I screwed it up. If I remember, it's... Oh boy, I can't even remember what the answer was. That way, that way, that way, that way. There we go. Back inside the color dungeon. We only have to worry about fighting these guys again. But they're way too easy. I got nothing to worry about in here. Powder in there, which we do need powder, so gladly I picked some up. Now luckily all the puzzles are still solved. I'm hoping you would give me hearts. And I think the way to the ferry is just beyond this way. Oh, that's the way to the boss key. I don't need a piece of power because we're not fighting anything. Oh, good, a fairy. That's all I wanted. Yeah, this is the way to the boss door. Boss is already dead. And back to the ferry. The power color. If you want offense, choose red. If you want defense, choose blue. Which power do you want? We're switching to blue. Yes. Relax and close your eyes. You've got the blue clothes. Your damage will be reduced by half. And she'll escort us out. Sweets. Which is now sad since we don't have the extra power. But I kinda don't trust myself in the final area. My luck is not as lenient as ever. I have not been proven myself worthy at all. And I still got some medicine, which is good, because considering I almost had a lot of close calls in all these dungeons. I don't know which came close, me in the 6th or me in the 8th. Oh well, you know. So now let's climb up this ladder that we have not ever. The windfish sleeps long and dreamily in the egg above. When you play the 8 instruments in front of it, he will awaken. It's the only way for you to leave the island. So let's get our Ballad of the Windfish out. Go stand in front of the egg and play it. Now, time has come. We must go inside the egg. Windfish's egg. Now we must fall inside this pit. And you remember the passage from that book we read. Right 4, up 4. So lucky enough to get an easy path in this playthrough. So now we went right 4, now we go up 4. It's always 8 directions. They could be different for you guys. And here it is. We were born of nightmares to take over this world. We made the windfish sleep endlessly. If he does not wake up, the island will never disappear. We would have been the masters of this place, but you had to come here and disrupt our plans. You can never defeat us. And now we must fight Link's worst nightmares. First, starting off as that blob we fought in the color dungeon. Huzzah. Now, the next form he has is of Aghanim from Link to the Past. You just fight him the same way. Alright, sometimes he does that trick. I'm not too concerned at all for losing the beam, as it really doesn't do much of a difference against bosses anyway, even the final. And now that's it for Aghanim. Now his third form is that of Moldorm. Four whirling dervishes will put him out. And now the worst nightmare of all, Ganon. Watch his trident. I think only whirling dervishes can hurt him. Yep. And I think this is just a Lamoa. If I can get away so I can charge. Okay, you're annoying me. One whirling dervish is enough to take him out. And now his final form. And like I've been saying to some of the previous guests, one lucky boomerang shot will put him out. Otherwise you would just have to use the arrows to take him out. When he opens his eye, that's it. This island is going to disappear. Our world is going to disappear. Our world, our world. Get off of him, you're hurting me. And the nightmares are defeated. You've beaten all the nightmares. Climb the stairs before you. We climb our way to the top. And it's the owl. Where did those come from? He is the guardian of his dream world. And now he goes away. And there's the windfish. I am the windfish. Long has been my slumber. In my dreams an egg appeared, and was surrounded by an island, with people, animals, an entire world. But verily, it be the nature of dreams to end. When I dost awaken, Koholint will be gone. Only the memory of this dreamland will exist in the waking world. Some day thou may recall this island. That memory must be the real dream world. Come, Link, let us awaken together. Play the 8 instruments, play the Song of Awakening. And for one last time, we hear the song played. And with that song, Koholint starts to vanish. And there goes Koholint, fading away. And Link gets washed away. We find out what happened to Link, really. You see Link aboard his crash ship. And he hears the song playing in the distance, or in his mind. And there's the windfish himself. How high can that kind of... How high can those things go? And with all that, folks, that completes The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX. And the credits sort of blank, so they might be hard to read. But this has been an enjoyable game for me. I have enjoyed playing it. And to all the guests, Paperclip Killer, Aaron, Mike, Zelda Nitrous, Demisar, Elu, Wayne, and Payne, thank y'all so much for being a part of this, because this really means a lot to me. And I mentioned that there was a special reason why I played this game. Well, if you guys remember in an update video, I mentioned about the passing of my grandpa that happened this year, 2012. And he had a stroke, and I spent a whole week with him. And on the last day I spent with him, I played this game all day from beginning to end while he was in care. And I beat it for the first time without dying. So this game really means a lot to me, and it reminds me of that good time I had. And every time I hear the Ballad of the Windfish, or those notes, that particular theme, that noise, it means a lot. So, in honor of my grandpa, I'm dedicating this playthrough to him. May he rest in peace. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to remain silent for the rest of the credits. And enjoy the extra ending at the end. And I'll say my ending now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave good comments. Subscribe if you haven't. And until next time, I am SC Knuckles. And I will see y'all next Let's Play. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of the credits.